Hello, everybody. Who's in chat here? I see four. I see Gloria. Welcome, Questers. Season 12, episode number 3. We'll wait for people to come in and we'll go from there. Let me check out a couple of things here. Unbelievable. Hello, everybody. Glad I see you live. Get a big storm coming in here, East Coast, for Thanksgiving. And before I start the podcast, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow, whoever celebrates it in the USA and around the world. Hello, everybody. Judy won't be with us tonight. She's got a couple of ailments that have been bothering her, but she'll be all right. Get some tests. So Judy, our Synopsis woman, will not be on tonight, but we do have Raymond, who will be doing Charlotte and Daniel's Synopsis. Thank you, Sydney. Thank you. Let me get my hellos in here. Hello, Gloria. Hello, Becky. Hello, Judith. Good job. Big storm coming in here tomorrow morning, Sydney. Hello, Luann. Judith. Patricia. Carol. Yep, we'll wait for more people to come in. Figure I'd pop on a little earlier. If I'm ready, we're ready to go. In my situation right here. And it always can change. But I like to try to pop on a little earlier. So I put in 7:45, between 7:45 and 8 p.m. instead of starting at 8 p.m. Well, if I can start 20 minutes earlier, it's a lot better for me. But there'll be some nights that I'll have to actually start at 8 o'clock. But just keep in tune to the Quest, to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell. And we go from there. You know what I mean, guys? What'd you guys think of yesterday's show? Was it a nail biter? Hello, Kathy. The hook. The hook is in the house. There she is. There she is. Yeah, we got Raymond. Nobody can replace you, Judy. You know that. The whole world will be looking for you. There's the hook. And we got the screenshots from last night's show. Hello, Marlaba from Brazil. We'll give you a hug back. Thanks for joining the crew here. And like I said, everybody have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Enjoy your family and such. And I'll get my thank yous out to all the paid members on the YouTube side that keep me alive here, plus Judy. It's Sandra, Tammy, Dave, the Tracker, David, Patricia, Sideways, Super, Becky, Alina, Carol, Virginia, Gary, Rebecca, Barbara, Starlene, Jeff, Sandollar, Roxy, and Joanne, who's our lone supporter on Patreon. Also to Judy, get well. Keep me posted of what's going on. And to Daniel, thank you so much for what you do. And your partner there, Charlotte. Great stuff on their blog. Here's is my gang right here. There's Judy, and Kathy, Tanya, Daniel, Tammy, GFM. David, Starling, and Gloria. There's Daniel's site there. The Competitive Returns, the new edition blog. Please support him in Charlotte as much as you support me over these 12 years. A big shout out to those guys. And also we support Tony Sampson, his Salty Dog Tours. I have no idea when the Oak Island tours will begin again, if ever. But if you go up there, get a boat ride with Tony and his crew, go around the island, take your pictures, tell them Johnny sent you. And we always support Tony Sampson as long as I'm on this podcast, 100%. I also got to thank my moderators on the Facebook side. We're close to 69,000 after 12 years. They are Tammy, Judy, Daniel, Starling, Kathy, and Tanya. She's from Portugal, so she's watching when we're asleep. Also, Jeff, David, and Gloria. They do some extra work, not only on Facebook group, but on the YouTube side. They keep the peace. And to our lifetime contributor, Chris Dona. I got to thank my main members. They all came from the Facebook group. But YouTube's getting pretty good. We got about 138,000 subscribers, all legit. To get this 100,000 subscriber plaque, they look at all your subscribers, make sure they're all legit, not things that are just paid for. And all of a sudden you got, 10,000 views, 7,000 views. We're real here. We don't pay for anything. And it's all from hard work. I want to also thank my Spotify members. They're pretty good, about 56,000 views on that. We're also live on YouTube. Then I download it later to Facebook, sometimes Twitter. Discord, I have fun on Discord if you want to join us on Discord, the QOOI Discord, and Instagram. Thank everybody that joins us on that. Hello, Franklin. There's Daniel and Charlotte's website. Go there, support them as much as you can. Give you a little update what episodes are coming up. Episode number 4, which I put the promo on, is concrete evidence. Maybe they think they found the flood tunnels on Smith's Cove. Hello, John Paul. And here we go again on the merry-go-round. Episode 5 is A Flood of Secrets. It's December 10th. And also episode 6, December 17th, is called Hide and Seek. So now we're back to Smith's Cove, and they were saying something about the rest stalls. But, when they dug the shaft down in Smith's Cove, well, they passed away. The gas down in there is poisonous. So I hope they take precautions, which they will, and go from there. Franklin has a question. Hello, Professor. Yep. Judy be on the mend shortly. What do you got, Franklin, before we start the screenshots? We'll start to get into last night's show. And we'll go from there. I thought last night's show was mostly like a filler. I see even the Oak Island, official Oak Island Facebook group even asked questions after the show. What do you think in the questions? I took a look at that. They're just as frustrated as me. But we hang in there for the long ride. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Tony from the Cabin in the Woods. I mean, these repeats and these loops back and loops, but the production's not listening to us. It's the same old thing over and over. Frankly, I don't know why they stopped on the Ball property. They just stop and go to another section. It's just unbelievable. Stop and go, jump around. Good evening, David. But I was reading some of the comments that the Oak Island official Facebook group asked, and they follow me too. And I see a lot of disgruntled statements about the looping and the back caching and over and over and over. Don't they get the message? I mean, it's just unbelievable. But until their viewership drops down and then the advertising dollars drop down, they'll just keep on going with the same format. You know, more books on Oak Island, more theories on Oak Island. Just keep on pumping and pumping and pumping. Like I said, the last podcast, fellowship. Just do something and find something solid before I'm dead. That's all. So let's go to the screenshots of last night's show, and we'll go through each screenshot and discuss what's happening. Yup, Luann. Don't forget, put in hashtag hat if you have not won a hat yet. Free Quest baseball cap. Mailed anywhere around the world. You just put hashtag hat in the live stream, live chat, and I'll get it out to you tomorrow. Go to Quest of Oak Island at AOL.com for your address. If you're international, I need your phone number because stamps.com will not mail anything from me without a phone number internationally. USA, no problem. Internationally, for some reason, I need your phone number, and you have to be present to win. So please, if you have not won a hat, put it in, hashtag hat, and we'll get it right out to you. And if you did win a hat and your name comes up, we'll just redraw. All right, this is how it started. You see where choice drilling is in the side of the golden egg next to the garden shaft. And there's Alex. Hello, Tommy Flores. You got to put a hashtag like the hashtag, not hashtag words, the hashtag symbol, Tommy. Show him, Gloria. Thank you. So here we're going, drilling away, looking for that golden egg where the high concentration of metals are coming from. And here they are. That's how close they are to the garden shaft. John Paul, my hair is too nice for a hat. Thank you, Gloria. Nope, Alex is pretty visible on here. This is where they're drilling right there, EN13. We got the egg, we got the pie, we got the blobs. And tomorrow we'll have the pumpkin pie, the apple pie, the lemon pie. They should have something like turkey breast section. And supposedly the high signature is between 80 and 120 feet underground. And of course, Barkhouse has to say there's nothing that's from the historical record, but as Daniel Spino says and Charlotte says, there's a lot of empty mining shafts, and that money pit is just littered with all kinds of obstacles. Then they're going to drill 5 feet over. So each square, like I told you a long time ago, is 5 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet. So each square is 5 feet. The intersection is 5 feet. So you've got 5 across, 5 up, 5 across, 5 down. They're going to go into EN14, which they say is 5 feet to the east, which is on the graft. So all those squares are 5 feet away. That's how close they're doing things. And of course, Terry, it's so possible we're close. Oh my lordy 40. Holy Muyan. Hello, Lewis. Thanks for coming in. More evidence of a potential structure. Yep. We've heard that before. We're taking a look at it right now when they're drilling that core sample, and there they are. They're on what? They're on the sausage table. There we go. On the sausage table. Cutting out the soil samples. Let's see what it brings us. I don't know what these shadows are on these faces, but just bear with me. Now we're going for a trip. As you know, we always go for a trip, possibly 2 trips per year to get out of the war room. And there they are. Welcome to Lanés As Meadows. Hello, XBL Goofy Shoes. Hello, Gary. No, it didn't, Luann. It wasn't too informative yesterday. I thought it was a not too catchy episode yesterday. I think I fell asleep again, but I'm not sure. Nothing that really floated my boat, but that's just my own opinion. Here's the crew that Marty brought to the Viking settlement up there. Bill. Hi, John. I hear there might be gold traces detected on the Fellowship's drumsticks. Who knows? You better have Gary scan that turkey. And the settlement up there encompasses 31 square miles of the area there. And this guy discovered it in 1960. Good for him. I don't doubt that the Vikings went more south for better climate. Who would want to settle up there when it was not even developed or anything? But that's where they started. They said they found nearly 800 Viking and Norse artifacts. So we're on a little history lesson here to see how they compare with Oak Island things. It's either Templar things or Viking things or whatever they want to come up with. Yeah, they give us the lousy shows in the beginning. One crazy show to start out to get us hooked. And then we get downhill until the end of the season. What do they do, guys? Okay, all of a sudden, it's the religious artifacts, it's the Ark of the Covenant. You know how it goes. You know the format. So they're trying to connect this settlement with Oak Island. This other place they worked in the summer. They could have came down the coast because of this butternut seed only grows in a certain location up there, not where they were, between New Brunswick and they said New England. Okay. Take their word for it. There's another shot of the historic site. The Vikings could have been helping the Templars, so it said, maybe. Talking about Nolan's Cross, the stone paved feature in the swamp in the 1200s, as well as the cross. Of course, we're going loop-de-doo now. Now we're going on the loop, the merry-go-round. And the axe there, the pickaxe, they said was from Scandinavia. Oh, well. Keep my interest, guys. Keep my interest. Now here's Gary looking for coins. They went on lot 4, right where that red dot is, through the spoils that were removed from the stone circles on lot 5. They said it was 10 tons of spoils there. The stone feature that has yielded many artifacts. And Gary found a chunky coin. We have a coin. It's a chunky coin. Look at that patina. Look at that green. But we didn't get to go into the lab to see what it's all about. For some reason, they didn't go back to this coin or the other coin at all. They compared it to the cut-up coin. Could be much older, could not. Usually they go when the coins are found. We go see them right in the lab with Emma, but not last night. Hello, Brenda. How are you? Back to the money pit. Then back to the blacksmith out there. His name is Mark Pilgrim. As we go back to the tourist center, Doug brought the spike or arrowhead spike, whatever the heck you want to call it, that they brought to their trip last year. Then they were talking about the bog ore that they made it from. Then they try to make it that it would be swamp bog ore to make these things. Yup, everybody's baking pies. Everybody's getting ready for tomorrow. I hear you. It's just not going to be too big of a people watch on YouTube today, so that's all right. They watch them when they can watch it. Now Gary's out again. Now that's a banging signal, mate. Hit an 89, whatever that means, on a metal detector. I have no idea. Must be good. And they find another coin, which again, we find out nothing. Not back to the lab. Absolutely zero. So maybe it was nothing. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Don't forget, hashtag hat. If you have not won a hat before, Gary, you got a hat. Doesn't matter what color it is. Thank you, Gary. It could be, Gary says, prior to 1795. Well, yeah, it could be yes, could be no. All these older coins they're finding. Back to lot 5, the stone circle that doesn't look like a stone circle anymore. Looks like a big British encampment. As far as anything else, I wouldn't put anything that close to the coastline. If you were going to build a building or something, you wouldn't be on the edge of the bay. That would be sort of a lookout or a camp, maybe a military installation. But that's my own personal opinion. Now, new day begins, and we're back to choice drilling at the money pit. Then we go back to the war room where Marty reports what he did on the field trip. Hello, we are watchers. Thanks for coming in on this day before Thanksgiving. Like I said earlier, hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving tomorrow who celebrates it in the USA. I hope Judy gets better. She's sidelined for tonight. She should be good to go next week. But we'll find out. Take your time. Health first. Goes with family first. And YouTube's like number 38 in my list of categories. Take care of yourself first. Here's an overhead shot of FN14, dead center in the golden egg. There it is, FN14 in the middle of the golden egg. Hello, Tammy Williams. Thanks for coming in. They say there might be some sort of structure in the golden egg. With all the debris in the money pit, no matter where they're going, and how many shafts are there, how many mining shafts are there, how many searcher shafts are there, it's uncountable. Of course, a lot of things are not going to be on a map, but I don't know. We're going in the loop. Loop-de-loop, I call it. Around and around we go. The gang comes to lot 5 with Emilio Sacchetti. They're looking in that test pit, number 20. And this guy comes up with a very religious person. It was a very religious person or group of individuals. How does this guy look at a bunch of rocks and come up with this? I want to hear you on there. How does a person like him see a bunch of rocks? I mean, Laird would know if something's paced out that looks like a foundation for a building, but how does he come up with this very religious person? Because there's steps. Is there an altar there that they found? I want to hear you in chat. How do you think this guy comes up with this theory that was a very religious person or group of individuals? Let me hear you. Let me see what you print. Because I don't know. I don't know what this guy's on. But I see no proof of this. It's only his opinion, like my opinion. It was the steps? Okay. Yes, that's what he said, Luann. You can see the text. That's closed caption right there. What he said is right there. Yep, Judy. I don't know. Yeah, Luann. Would you build a church right on the bay? No, if you had a church or a place of worship, you would be inside, away from the weather, not in the woods, but you know what I mean. Like a beach house on the beach. Well, you're going to get a lot of wind. You're going to have a nice view, but you're going to get all that weather and stuff. If you're a church, you're going to go inland and build a church, as far as I know. I don't see many church foundations on the coastline. Castles, yeah. Lookout towers, yeah. Churches, I don't know. What do you think, guys? And Daniel says, because invokes the Templars. That's why Emilio's there to develop the narrative. There we go. The storyteller starting. Get the stories going. I hear you, Daniel. And that's only my own opinion. You guys draw to your own opinions. But I like proof. I haven't seen no proof at all of this that it could be a church. But I could say anything. It could be a whatever, a jail. You can say whatever. But they got to tie it in with the Templars and the Vikings, so they can't be off base. Yep, Daniel. Trade weights, coins, pottery, trade beads at a church? Yeah, they had a garage sale. You know how the churches have garage sales down cellar? They had garage sales and bake sales there. Plus, it was a church there. There was no long time ago. The island was connected. 1200s, right, Daniel? How would you even get to this church? You're going to paddle your boat to the church? Nah, I don't go for it, but that's my own personal opinion, guys. I sort of was shaking my head at this one. A Templar church bazaar. Unbelievable, Daniel. I hate to get negative on these guys, but they just give me more and more unfactual storylines that I don't want to see. I'm in with them. The fellowship's looking for the treasure, or if it's there, it's not there. But all this rest of this stuff, I can't take much more. And the idea that it's a church is interesting on several levels. The stone foundation on Lot 5 may have been created in the 13th century by members of the Knights Templar. There we are. Howard, the shaft is flooded out. The garden shaft is flooded out. I guess they refilled the shaft too and everything because when they were showing it, but then they edit things so crazy here that they could be behind and in front when they dug out shaft 2. So we can't go by what they show us because it's all out of whack. That's why they all wear the same clothes all the time, so editing would be more smoother. That's all we look at is the trees, the foliage, what they're wearing, and such. An Oak Island Cathedral. I need Tylenol. You're not the only one. Hello, Dave. Thanks for coming in. Have a happy Thanksgiving, but you up there already had your Thanksgiving. Now we're into Dr. Spooner and Dr. Michael. So before we go into this, let's listen to Raymond. He's back on the payroll that he did Daniel and Charlotte's synopsis for yesterday's show. So you guys let me know if it's coming through. You can hear it. You can see it. In chat, let me know. So here we go. It's about 8 minutes long. You ready? Here we go.
Season 12, Episode 3, The Saga Continues. Artifact and feature analysis by the Oak Island Compendium. In this week's episode, The Saga Continues, we are first taken to the Golden Egg area, where drilling operations have now started on a new drill site. The team had been working in borehole N13 and now have moved to N14, which is about 5 feet to the east. The core drilling was shown as being 69 to 79 feet and then 79 to 89 feet in depth. The core samples were examined and it was determined that there was some soft earth, but not enough to indicate that this location is a hotspot. We are then taken to Lance O'Meadows' historic site and visitor experience complex, where the Oak Island team is investigating the Viking outpost to see if they can find any evidence for the theory that the Vikings aided the Knights Templar on Oak Island. The team met Loretta Decker, the manager of the historic site, and archaeologist Kevin Smith. Loretta Decker explains that Lance O'Meadows was a base camp outpost that was involved in the resource extraction of the area by the Norse. This is exactly what the Norse did with all of their settlements and outposts. Decker said she believed that Lance O'Meadows was a winter camp, and according to the Norse sagas, there was a fabled summer camp to the south called Hop. This area is speculated as being in modern New Brunswick, where butternuts are indigenous to the area. The team then speculates that the Vikings could have been to Oak Island, even though butternuts are not indigenous to Nova Scotia. Then the action shifted to Lot 4, where metal detectorist Gary Drayton and Peter Fonetti were examining the spoils from the circular depression on Lot 5. The two previously discovered a cut coin that numismatist Sandy Campbell believed to be of Roman origin. Gary has a hit on his detector, and unearths another coin. He mentions that it seems to be chunky and that it is copper. He bags and tags the coin, and it will be sent to Emma Culligan, the team's archaeometallurgist, for further testing and analysis. We were then taken back to Lonso Meadows, where the team met with Mark Pilgrim, the historical blacksmith presenter. The team showed him the arrowhead that was allegedly found on Oak Island in 1965 by Robert Dunfield. Pilgrim was asked about the arrowhead, and he said that he has made some that look similar, and it is possible the Vikings could have made one that looks like it. Loretta Decker then asks the team if they dated the piece, and Emma stated yes, she dated it around the 1600s and not past the 1700s. In fact, in Season 11, Episode 25, Worth the Wait, Emma stated that the XRF scan revealed that it had high levels of phosphorus and iron, and was British in origin. This obviously excludes it from being Viking in origin, so it confuses this writer as to why the team is inquiring about it as possibly being Viking. Pilgrim continued that the arrowhead could be bog ore, which originates in an iron deposit near swamps and rivers. Although this does not match Emma's findings, she accepts a sample of the bog ore to add to her database to test and compare with any other samples that might be found on Oak Island. We were then taken back to Lot 4, where Gary Drayton and Peter Fonetti continued to examine the spoils from the circular depression on Lot 5. As the pair worked, Gary had another hit on his metal detector and discovered another coin. This one is also copper but appears to be a little smaller than the one discovered earlier in the episode. Gary again bags and tags the coin, and it will be sent to Emma at the lab for further analysis. The action then took us to the war room where the team met to discuss their trip to Lonso Meadows. It is mentioned that there was no smoking gun regarding the Vikings on Oak Island that came from their trip. They do feel like they established that the Vikings had the motivation and ability to come to Oak Island. It was also mentioned that the Roman Catholic Church knew about North America from the Norse, although according to documentation, the Church knew that the Norse had activity at the very edge of their realm. But whether they knew it was a completely new continent is highly speculative and doubtful. Archaeologist Laird Niven mentioned that he is a big supporter of the Norse being in Nova Scotia, although there is no evidence to suggest any sort of settlement or outpost was ever there. Another concern by this writer is the pickaxe that was found in RF1 in the Money Pit area. It is continually referred to as being Viking e Norse in origin by the show. This information seems to be misrepresented and is not entirely the whole story. In Season 11, Episode 16, Dark and Stormy, the team met with geoscientist Dr. Aaron Satkowski, who completed isotope testing on the pickaxe. His results indicated that the origin could either be southeast France, northern Italy, or parts of Scandinavia. Yet the show continually represents it as being Viking, Norse in origin. It should also be noted that no dendrochronology testing was ever mentioned, so the date of the piece cannot be confirmed. The scene shifted to Lot 5 and the stone foundation that the team has been excavating. Laird mentions that the soil seems burned in the area and may be natural, but it should be noted that the circular feature was a brick kiln, so fire associated with the area is to be expected. Filmmaker and researcher Emiliano Sacchetti mentions that he notices that there are steps going down at this feature. He states that there appears to have been a chamber, and if it was constructed in the 13th century, the people there would have been religious. He then wildly speculates that this area may have been a church. He mentions that it could have been a ritual place and refers to Dr. Gaspani's theory, which itself has severe problems, and how he believes this area was related to the Nolan Cross construction. These theories completely ignore the considerable evidence that suggests that a trading site was being conducted there from the late 1600s to mid-1700s AS. Coins, trade weights, pottery, and etc. have been discovered at the site. It appears other industrial operations were going on as well at some point. The episode concluded back at the war room, where the team met with Dr. Ian Spooner and Dr. Fred Michael regarding precious metal tests in the Baby Blob area. They mentioned there appears to be a persistent anomaly of high traces of precious metals at the very north and south of the Baby Blob. These are at boreholes, GN 10.5 and B5 N11. They believe there may be a tunnel or chamber in these areas that is unique. They mention that this needs to be checked out, and they suspect some kind of deposit in these areas. They also mention that they feel it is not a natural phenomenon. They have stated this previously because of the high levels being concentrated in one specific spot. Although it is very possible, in fact likely in the opinion of this writer, that these levels being detected are of natural origin, and some of the anomalies are old mining tunnels that have long since been abandoned. Unfortunately, this type of information does not fit a treasure narrative put forth by the show. Please follow our weekly episode analyses during the season, along with our Throwback Thursday articles from the original Compendium Blockhouse blog, and special investigations and features involving Oak Island. Feel free to reach out to us for questions, comments, information, and any theories to our email, theoakislandcompendium@gmail.com. Please visit www.theoakislandcompendium.com for this article and our other content related to the Oak Island mystery. Good day from the Compendium. Daniel and Charlotte.
Hello, everybody. I want to thank Daniel and Charlotte for that synopsis. Very, very good. And hello to all the people that came in. Barb, Mookie. Don't forget, hashtag hat to win a Quest hat tonight. And we'll go over the screenshots of the War Room. Daniel and Charlotte are the best. You go to her blog, his blog, and get those facts straightened out. And believe what you want to believe. We're only the messengers. And we have our own opinions. As some people argue, well, John, you're just like a moderator here. You shouldn't have your own sort of opinion to sway people. I sway nobody. I say it the way it is. I see what I see. I say what I say. So here we are back in the War Room. They had some maps up. There's Dr. Spooner in the Golden Egg. That he got back some results. Those two wells. I just love maps. And had a chance to study it or anything, but showing you the baby blob and the golden egg. The baby blob on the north side, south side, and the golden egg. Yep, Daniel. We don't hold no punches here. So they're both on the north and the south end of the baby blob. Baby blob. All right, find something. Please. Tammy, the show is just putting on puff reels. They got so much editing on the floor. That's what that other program is. Complete loop-de-doo, loop-de-doo. I won't watch it. I won't support it. Newcomers, yeah, they'll watch it. But for us old-timers, it's just taking shorts and little bits of pieces of old content to make content that's repeatable. I give them all the credit in the world for producing cash. But as far as holding my interest in that new program, not with Johnny. My own personal opinion. And he keeps on saying it's not naturally occurring metals, so we'll soon find out. Especially the southern part of it. Okay. Find it. Holy moly, lordy forty, holy muyan. Find something after 12 years. No surface finds. Let's find something that's an oh wow moment. Otherwise, they're just trapped like the other people for the 239 years, finding nothing. Hello, Roddy. The giant goose egg. Yeah. Especially in the money pit, that mess. Which is certainly a source. Okay. Hone in on it. It includes silver in that egg. Okay. I'm not going to mention that name. with the silver. Give us a break. This is when they were saying they had some kind of shaft that Daniel Spino or Charlotte says could be old mining shafts. Daniel Spino, I did watch the other show as I was writing my summary of the main show. They left out a bunch of information about Samuel Ball. I mean, a lot. Yeah, who knows? I won't even give them the credit to watch that one. But I'm saying that's my own personal opinion, Daniel. No way. There's no way, Jack. There's Alex. We're all getting gray, Alex. Even Alex is getting gray. That's all I got for the screenshots tonight. So put in hashtag hat. We'll do the hat giveaway. And if you got any more to discuss, put it in live chat. You got to be present to win. So this is the last time to put in hashtag hat. And if you do win international, I need your phone number. And when you go through email, the Quest of Oak Island at AOL.com, I do need your phone number for international. USA, I don't, but just make sure you got it all straightened out. Name, address, box number, P.O. box. Nice and neat. So let's go give away some hats or one hat. Got to share the screen. There's 8 entries. A lot of people have the hat. We got 8 entries. Yep, Daniel. Yep, Jack had a lot of lines last night, Kathy. Yeah, I hear you, Rowdy. Jack, no way. All right, here we go. Let's see who wins a Quest hat. 3, 2, 1. Mookie Mott is the winner. Congratulations, Mookie Mott. In the house, Mookie Mott is the big winner. Yup, Gloria, email that email. Are you local, Mookie? Are you United States? So get to me as quickly as you can. Sometimes they do. So now I always put a limit on that. You got 5 days. Within that 5 day, if you don't contact me, we'll draw it again. Gary. Alrighty. But it was sort of a ho-hum show yesterday. But we watch it. Don't forget next week, episode 4, we'll hear about the concrete. And they think they found the flood tunnels. So who knows? We'll see what's going on. I'll have my little pre-show Tuesday next week. And then I hope Judy will be with us next Wednesday. Live podcast, 7:45 to 8. And we'll go from there. Hit that notification bell, hit that like bell, support if you can. If I do come on with new news, you guys get it first. As you know, after 12 years, you sort of know my protocol. And I thank everybody that's been with me all these years. And season 12, they got to give us something, because we've seen with the drone video, a lot of gold dredging machines that they're sifting through, caissons. So they're not going to show us all the good stuff in the first 3 weeks. As usual, their format is to build that stuff up, bring us with the big hook, and then let us off. All right, so everybody enjoy a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. I have a big storm coming in tomorrow, of all days. I hope everybody has safe travels in the USA or wherever you are. Be safe. But remember, guys, what do I always tell you? What do I say? Always go forward. You may get a setback in your life, but just believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams, no matter how old you are. For tomorrow is never given. Never. In this crazy world we live in, I don't know, we need more than prayers. We need miracles here. Again, you keep smiling, you stay safe, and you stay strong and stay positive. Stay as positive as you can. Get that negativity out of your way. And when I say negativity, I'm not talking about when I criticize the show or give them prompts. This is about human life. This is not positivity about the show. This is about me and you and the people that watch me. And I appreciate each one of you. So stay positive. If you have a problem doing that, there's people out there that can help you. Please get help if you need it. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. It was a kind of a so-so episode, not really much to get me all crazy. So we'll see you next Tuesday on my pre-show. Watch the YouTube channels. Go to the Facebook group. Join there if you're not there. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Take care. See you later. And bye-bye.